Mark Twain said, there are two important days in your life. One is the day when you are born, and the other when you realize why are you born? Why are you born? What is the purpose of your birth? Why have you been sent on this earth? Why have you been created? Please turn off your mic, Venkatesh. Please go on mute. Thank you so much. Why have you been sent on this earth? How many of you believe that there is a sort of order to the universe? When it comes to nature, scientists can tell you that every living organism has a purpose. How many of you think trees have a purpose? If yes, please type what is the purpose of trees. Please type in the chat box, what is the purpose of trees? What is the purpose of trees? Or you can unmute yourself and answer. What is the purpose of trees? What do you think is the purpose of trees? Give fresh air, to give life to others.
The purpose of tree, what I believe is to spread this generation across places.
Thank you so much. The purpose of trees is to give life. No oxygen, no life on this earth. How many of you think bees have a purpose? No bees, no pollination, no flowers, no plants, and no trees again, so no life. So everything on this earth, even the things which are created by human beings, are created with a purpose in mind. So do you think we, the highest form of nature, we don't have any purpose? Does it make any sense at all? So to me, there are two types of purposes. The first is the purpose of life. Why we all are here. This can again be divided into three types. First is adding value to the people and the planet, which exist and the generations to follow. The second is to learn, grow, and evolve. And the third is enjoy the journey of human life. Moving on to the next type, the second type, which I call the personal purpose, the mission of your life, the reason why you are alive at this moment. It involves all the previous types which we have discussed, but the focus is on adding value to the people and the planet. Make a note that the focus is here on others and not on ourselves. How many of you believe in investing your time, money, and energy in a concept or in a reason you believe in, you trust in? And what does it give you? It gives you a sense of confidence, contentment, fulfillment. I remember last to last summer vacations, me and my friends, we just decided to have a potluck lunch at one of the friends' place. For this, each one of us had to prepare a dish and take along with us. Now, the day this lunch was scheduled, I had some guests in the morning at my place. Now, because the arrival of these guests was unscheduled, it involved a lot of unplanned cooking, and I had to give time attending these guests. As a result, I was not able to prepare the dish which I was supposed to carry to the lunch. So I just called one of my friends. I said, I am not coming. She said, what happened? I didn't prepare the dish, so I will not be coming. Now, this was a close group of friends. So each one of them called me and they said, okay, it's absolutely fine if you have not prepared the dish, just come over. With a heavy heart, I went there. And somehow, I didn't feel confident while eating and drinking what my friends were offering me. What should be the reason behind this? Think over it. Now, just contrary to this, imagine if I would have carried a dish and which dish everyone would have relished. In fact, they would have come forward to congratulate me. Wow, what a lovely dish. Thank you for bringing such a tasty dish to the potluck lunch. Would I feel the same? Guilty? Undeserving? Not at all. In fact, I would feel pretty confident to taste each and every dish which was served on the table. What is the reason behind this? The reason is we feel good to receive when we give. When we give, we feel good to receive. So life is like a potluck. Each one of us is supposed to contribute our part. So the question here is, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? The purpose of your life is the reason, the responsibility, the motivation for which you have been created and sent on earth by God. Hey, I don't want to sound like a spiritual guru over here, and I am not one. But yes, it is true that you have been sent on earth with a purpose. And for that, you have been bestowed upon by God with certain talents, abilities, strength, and skills, which is your responsibility to share with the world in the form of your unique experiences, wonderful stories, learnings, and wisdom. In symbiotic relationship, communalism is the most important relationship where people are benefited by other people's talent. Imagine if Thomas Alva Edison wouldn't have shared his talent of inventing the light bulb. We would not be able to enjoy this light. We are benefited by Ford's automotive creations. We are benefited by Jobs' Apple creations. We are even benefited by our mom's cooking. Imagine a world where nobody shared their talents with the other people. What a gloomy world it would be. Each human being conceived carries certain skills and strengths and abilities which are unique to him, just like our unique fingerprints. They are like diamonds buried deep inside us. All we need to do is to dig them out, clean the dust, practice and make them shine, take care of them till the world is lit up by their shine. So no matter whether you are 20, 30, 50, 60 or even above, as soon as you realize the purpose of your life, life's purpose is for you. But the sooner you realize, the more you have to offer to the world. So the question is, why to have a purpose in life? Why not just live the life as we know and enjoy it? Why not just chill and relax until we die? So I'm going to give you 5 reasons, my 5 reasons why one should have a purpose in life, the A, B, C, D, E. And I'm going to reserve the A's for the end and I'm going to start with B. So B stands for beginning of your conscious life. Stephen Covey says, if the ladder is not leaning against the right wall, every step you take carries you to the wrong place faster. So if you don't have a purpose in your life, every step you take, every move you make will carry you to the wrong place faster. And you will end up in frustration, dissatisfaction, and unhappiness. For example, you're standing on a railway platform and you don't know where to go. You don't know your destination. You might keep on changing the trains. You might just hop in one train and those trains will keep on taking you to different destinations. Now, suppose you get down on one of the destinations and you enjoy it thoroughly and you think, wow, this is so good, wonderful that I am here. But once you realize that this was not what I was looking for, it will again breed unhappiness, anger, and discontent. So once you have a purpose in life, every step becomes decisive and calculated. Obviously, your problems will not disappear at the moment, but at least you know what you want to get and what you want to give to the world. The next is C. Clarity of important and not so important goals. Okay, for how many of you luxury, power, and money is very important in life? Raise your hand if you think these three things are really important in life: power, luxury, and money. Thank you for being truthful. Thank you for being truthful. Yes, these three things are really important in life. All these things are important. It is important to have luxuries to survive in this modern world. And who doesn't want to enjoy that power? And yes, money, that man made piece of paper, is very essential for human survival. Human beings are the only species who need money even to give birth to babies. Not only this, we need money after our death for our cremation or burials. So the entire life, we are caught in this vicious circle of luxury, money, and power from birth till death. Earn money, earn more money. Buy a house, buy a second house. Buy a car, buy a second car, buy a fleet of cars. But once you realize the true purpose of your life, at least you will have clarity between the important and not so important goals of your life. You will stop running at least blindly following the unimportant goals of your life. The next is D, direction and meaning. Once you have a purpose in life, your life is full of direction and meaning. Instead of wasting your time, instead of wasting your energy in a job which you don't love, you can now seek a job which better suits your purpose. In spite of wasting your energy by being surrounded by toxic people who undervalue you, who don't value your potential, you can find yourself in the company of like-minded people who help you to grow. This is what happened with one of my acquaintances, who, when she found her purpose of life and started pursuing it, her ideal life began. Now, she was working in an MNC on a respectable post and she was earning a handsome salary. But the people around her talked on her back, they undervalued her potential, they were demoralizing her. So she decided to quit the job. She decided to follow her passion. She opened up a baking studio where she trained the ladies and girls. She started with a small rented room and now she owns the entire flat where she's running her culinary skills classes. Not only this, she's a known personality in the city and has thousands of followers on social media. Not only this, she comes alive each and every day because she's following her passion and she's surrounded by the people who value her potential. This doesn't mean that life has become a bed of roses for her. Obviously, she has to work hard or maybe even harder to make things happen. But at least your life has a direction. You know that I'm following the correct direction. The next is energy flow. When you have a purpose in your life, you feel the burst of energy which keeps you moving. The purpose of your life acts as a fuel which drives you, motivates you, and keeps you moving forward. As I realize the purpose of my life, as I pursue the purpose of my life, I feel energetic and full of energy. Every day I wake up in excitement that what am I going to add to the world today? What am I going to do and create today? As opposed to this, I remember life earlier was dragging. It was moreover a routine, a duty. Although I was a good homemaker, I did everything with perfection, but somewhere the true purpose of life was missing. And today, when I pursue the purpose of my life, I feel that I am excelling not only in my professional life, but in my personal life as well. I can manage things, people, relationships much better than before, as if I have found absolutely new me. So coming to the A, which we left, is, which is achieve success. So what do you think? What is success? Is it money, power, fame, relationships, education? What do you think is success for you? Please type your answers in the chat box. What is the definition of success for you? Or you can unmute yourself and tell me. What is the definition of success for you?
May I?
I think
Yes, ma'am, please.
Actually, maybe that 20 years before success meant something else to me. But today at 50, I just know one thing, that if I had made at least one person happy and had helped that person or helped my students to achieve their goals in life, that's my purpose of success. So
Thank you.
over
Thank
the
you so
period
much.
of time, it changes. I guess
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
yeah, ma'am.
Actually, yeah, please, sir.
I think whatever the short-term goal or the long-term goal that we have set for our life, not of course the long-term exactly, but yes, for the short-term, that whatever we have set for our life, if we have achieved that within a time frame, or we are maybe are taking a little longer time, but if we have achieved that, we call success as well from my point of view.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will not lie here. For me, success meant all these. For me, success was money, fame, power, relationships, and education. Everything was success for me. In fact, it is very good that you have realized, you have made up a very nice definition of success, but there are still 90% of the people for whom the success is all these things. And yes, it is true. But if you realize that you were following somebody else's dream, following somebody else's path, as soon as you realize this, it will lead to discontent and unhappiness. It is proved that many of the people feel burnt out and miserable when they reach the pinnacle of their career, when they realize they were living somebody else's dream. So if you lack a purpose in your life, you will end up following somebody else's path, living somebody else's dream. So to me, the path of success begins from answering a simple question. What makes me happy? What makes me happy? When you realize the purpose of your life, when you pursue the purpose of your life, you are bound to achieve success because you are going to devote your life in pursuing that purpose because it gives you a sense of fulfillment. You are going to devote your time to pursue that purpose because you care. And because you devote your life and time, you are bound to get better and better at it because of the practice and the experience you gain. And because of the practice, because of the experience you gain, success is sure to come your way, and you are going to achieve excellence in everything you do. I remember a few years back, I was living in a joint family. It was a big family with my two amazing daughters and my lovable husband who loaded my life with happiness. But one day, amongst those high pitched conversations which are very common in such families, one of the family members said, "You are good for nothing. You can only cook and bear babies." Those words echoed in my ears. Those words made me realize that I am something more than what I have really become. But what to do? I was afraid that I may not lose the love and respect of my family members. What should I do? I wanted to add value to my children, to the society, and to all those whom I knew. So I asked myself three simple questions. Three simple questions. What would I do if I knew I wouldn't fail? What would I do if I knew nobody paid me? And what would I do that keeps me alive each and every day? So I decided to train. I decided to train and coach and add value to the people's life through my writing, speaking, and training. Because I want this world to be a more likable place to live. I want to build up leaders who think of others before themselves. So I decided to become a trainer and coach, and today, after training thousands of children and people, I come alive each and every day because I do what I love and I love what I do. Over to the host.